All right, yeah, okay. So we're live now. We're gonna I guess review some stuff really quick. We're gonna be out of time anyway, so maybe for the next 30 minutes or something we can. Maybe you guys want to talk about your level ups first, or do you want to kind of review how we got to where we are now? What do you think?
I did my level up during first intermission.
You did it during intermission? What did you say?
I did it during the game. So I'm leveled up, ready to go.
Oh, you were like doing it last time during the last session. Okay, because he knew exactly what.
I did it just before this. When I was watching.
Oh, okay.
Between hockey period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did mine last session because I knew exactly what I wanted.
Okay, good.
I did mine
So
just
let's-
before this because I kind of knew what I wanted.
Okay, cool. So I'll just start from left to right from what I see on the screen here. So let's start with Jason.
I was still finishing it.
Oh, okay. All
All
right, then we'll go to Rick. Rick is the Rhodian. You're the big game hunter. So, what did you add to your big game hunter? You shoot things. So, what did you add to your arsenal of hunting abilities?
Let's see. What I did for myself was I gave myself another rank of Stalker in my
Nice.
talent tree. Oh, let me get
Stalker. Oh, right. Okay. Because your plan is to be a little more stealthy than you already are, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to need to be. So
Yeah.
where is it?
If you don't sneak around that museum, that's for sure.
But to get
So you just added.
to follow the path to the Stalker talent that I wanted, I had to get a rank in Toughened. So I now have
Oh,
an
nice.
extra wound threshold.
Cool.
And my Stalker is rank 2, so I get two blue dice for all stealth and coordination checks.
Awesome.
And then I also... This thing is... Page is moving slowly. I upgraded my stealth skill. I got my stealth skill up to rank 3.
Sweet.
Rank 3. Okay. Nice. So I don't know. Did you guys want to buy more stuff? I don't know if you have any extra credits left from before, but
Not many, and
Remember,
you
you
won't
don't
give us our reward money yet.
yeah. Hey, it's the bureaucracy, man. That damn Cloud City government. What? No, they're gonna pay you. It's just gonna take some time to transfer the funds.
Oh, because it's Canada.
Oh, right. Yeah, because Bert had mentioned.
50% out of our money.
Yeah. Oh, he just gave away something there, guys. You better watch out. Even Jason's kind of like, wait a second.
And not that clever.
So funny. Well, Anyways, okay. So Bob, what did you upgrade to for your Bothan colonial colonist guy?
I upgraded Charm to level 3, Coercion to level 2, Deception to level 3, and then I upgraded my talents for Plausible Deniability and Kill with Kindness both to level 2.
Wow! Oh my God. Okay, so that just adds a bunch of extra upgrades your dice. Your green dice to yellow, right? Or if you don't have.
I've got a lot of upgraded dice now, but I upgraded all my like the deception stuff because I know I'm going to have to use that a lot right now.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, Jason, you ready? Did you get everything?
Yeah, I'm just adding a bunch of skills basically.
Okay.
Filling in the tree a little bit. Some of this not sure if it'll come in handy. So I added shortcut for chases, quick strike for
nice.
combat. Helps get blue dice. And then I could work my way through since we had so many points. I could work my way through the tree. So I got a natural hunter, which it might be a skill Ricky also has. I get them to reroll a perception or vigilance check. So I figured that could be handy since I've been doing some of the binocular stuff. and
That
then
works.
and this should be
I can tell you
useful.
right now.
And also, I've got a heightened awareness, so this will also help me complement everybody else. Basically, anybody that's within close range of me gets 1 blue dice to all their perception or vigilance checks, and any allies that are engaged get 2 blue dice.
Yeah, those talents are on my tree, but I haven't gotten to them yet.
Okay, I guess they probably flip them around a bit for the different. Yeah.
They're
Okay,
just
cool.
down a different path than the direction I went.
Nice.
Because I wanted that stalker.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So I decided to go for like scouty stuff.
Your Gand, does he have the breathing thing, or does he just smell like methane? Is that?
He does have the breathing apparatus. Yes.
Okay. Because otherwise he has to breathe through his skin or whatever it is. Some weird
Yeah. I think.
whatever.
Yeah. I think it's not good.
Whatever it is. Okay.
I think it's the other way around. I think the thing provides the methane for him to breathe or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Okay, and then Travis, Dracon, the what's your race again? The
I'm whatever that thing is. Lizard man.
the lizard man guy. Yeah. What did you add?
Trandoshan.
Trandoshan.
I'm just
right.
continuing on my way to be a giant tank, basically. I had a few left that I had held on to just in case, and they came in handy to kind of top off a few things here. I put a little bit into one of my career points that I hadn't put anything into was discipline, so I went up to a 1 my discipline just because, and then I upgraded my melee and my heavy ranged, so those are both at 3s now, and my brawl went up also, so I'm just
Nice.
a big fighting machine.
That's going to be really handy. I guarantee it. Okay. So the next part of the adventure coming up is this big gala. If we rewind a little bit, let's try to remember where we started, how we got to this point. So I think it all started with Bert, right? Because he's the linchpin of everything. He was the Bothan. Were you a witness protection or something, right? And you found these guys on some remote planet, right? Was that?
This particular job we're talking about, the one we're working on?
Yeah, I'm just talking about like how you guys all got together, how you ended up where you are right now. You just won a Grand Prix at Cloud City. You won the grand prize, and you're about to try to steal a. You steal the jewel eventually, but your first goal is to get the bidding as high as possible at the auction for the jewel. Does anybody remember who the jewel is owned by and why it's even here to be stolen? It's been a while because we have short sessions each time, but
I don't know.
Yeah, so
because I took the job in a bar without asking questions.
That's right. You guys were on a some remote outer rim planet, right? And some job. Bert put you guys together to do some job to steal some information from somebody, right? Wasn't it like a Black Sun operative or something? And
yeah.
And then I think the Black Sun found out about it or something, and you were told that you should probably get out of there quickly. So.
Yeah, so we took a security job for Bert. Basically, I was going to be a bodyguard for him and Ricky, who I'm forgetting his character's name right now.
Soot. Yeah, his name is Soot.
Soot. There you go. He's an old buddy of mine, and I was like, "Hey, you want to go kill things?" And he didn't ask any questions. And was like, "Yeah, let's kill things."
Right, you guys were drinking buddies. That's right. You guys knew each other from previous times or something, right?
Yeah.
And then as far as...
Yeah, we had done a few jobs together.
Right. And as far as Grixel, the Gand, and Sunt, the Rhodian, you guys ended up doing a bunch of exploration or something.
We were partners and...
Yeah. and you ended up somehow Bert found you. I don't know, because you guys were already together, maybe because you were doing some.
He got me out of prison.
That's right.
Right. That's right. I forgot about that. It's
Right.
been a while. Yeah. I forgot.
I kind of screwed up. I didn't recognize the animal. I was supposed to help with some scouting.
Yeah.
I shot it anyways.
So
Not exactly the wrong decision.
So when you got so you guys were like big game hunting or something, right? And
Yes.
What did you get jail for? Is that okay? So
basically, I was caught poaching by shooting something I shouldn't have.
Right.
And he
put in jail.
For my defense.
And then Bert acted like a lawyer. Yeah, he wasn't even a lawyer, but he pretended to be a lawyer. He's like the master of manipulation. And then you guys all teamed up to get those files, right, from that guy, because he was a corrupt businessman, right?
Yes, we were running some espionage.
Right. You were told that it was a corrupt businessman, and you went to go try to get his files, and yeah, and Bert has got some other stuff going on in the background. I don't know if, everybody has their own secrets, because that's kind of how I put this whole thing together. So,
yes.
You may or may not know everybody's secrets, and they may have not told you that. And I'm talking like the players, not the characters. You have secrets that you know. So what happened next? So then Bert was like, "Let's get the heck out of here, because oh crap, this is Black Sun. They're gonna come after us. We should probably move to another system." So you guys all jumped in. Whose ship was it?
It was my ship.
Yeah. And Grixel actually has a little pet robot, R3. What's his name? I forgot the name. He's like R3 yellow kid. Yeah, R38C, right. And his family gave that to you at a discount or something, right? So you have him to do all of your computer work that you need to get done, and he helps with mechanics checks too, I think, if you need to get something fixed. Right. Okay. And then so then you ended up. Yeah. So you ended up on another planet. I don't remember which planet it was, but you ended up on another planet, and Bert went out trying to find some spice, right? He was trying to go buy some illegal drugs or something. Dude, wandering the alleys trying to find, I don't know why. What was the reason for you wanting to buy drugs so badly?
Because there had to be a reason.
I guess not.
It was like October when this happened, so I have no idea why I wanted to.
I know. It's been a while. I think your reason was because you wanted to get some illegal thing so you could use it.
I felt like I could use it as leverage, or I could use it as a way of drugging someone to get information out of them.
Like drug somebody or bribe somebody or
just you can use it as currency later. Yeah, exactly.
So powerful things.
Yeah, right. So, while he was wandering the alleyways trying to find drugs, the rest of you went to a bar drinking. You went drinking, and some guy in the corner, or you asked the bartender if there were some jobs available, because you guys needed money. You didn't have any way of, you need some credits. You wouldn't be able to keep afloat and keep flying without it, right? So you were asking around for jobs. The bartender pointed you to the dude the shady dude over in the corner. You went and talked to him. He told you about a deal he heard about in a nearby system called Bespin.
And we agreed without question?
Yeah, you basically said, sure, we'll take it. And you didn't know much about it. And you showed up and you met your contact. You showed up in Cloud City. You met your contact named Eris. She's a Pantoran, which is a blue skin lady whose father is like a high level bureaucrat, I guess, in the Cloud City government, and he proposes to you a very big job with a huge payout. He basically knows that there's going to be this Karuska gem called the Jewel of Yavin, which is like a really, really rare gem. It's like, very hard to find these things. And it's on display in the museum in Cloud City, the main museum called the Finnegan Associates Art Gallery or whatever it is. And the owner, you found out, was an imperial officer, or I guess he was also an imperial bureaucrat named Marcus Grayson, and this guy, basically, you found was pretty corrupt, like most officials are, and he kind of ruined Eris and her father's life when they lived back on Coruscant. So I guess he blamed them for something. He framed them, and all their accounts got drained, so they basically lost everything. And so they started over in Cloud City, and so now he's at this point where he's like, I'm ready for revenge. This is the guy I'm going to go after. He ruined my life, so I'm gonna steal this gem from him. But not only that, but I'm gonna make sure that the bids go as high as possible. And he wants you guys to help him get these bids up as high as possible, so that when the jewel does sell in the auction, it's gonna be a really high price. And when that's done, then you're gonna try to. He gave you the codes for all this. He wants you to hack into the computer system for Cloud City and steal all that money and move it over to his accounts. And then I can't remember what the cut was for you guys. I don't know if anybody wrote it down. But it's pretty huge, right? I mean, it's like hundreds of thousands of credits or something crazy like that, right? It's going to be big. So he wants that money transferred over. Then he wants the jewel to be stolen, which is going to require a lot of stealth, obviously, because you have to go into the museum after hours and get past all the security and the electronic measures and all that stuff, cameras and everything. And I think he wanted you to deliver that jump into the getaway car he's going to have ready for you, and then deliver it to him in his yacht, which will be off in the distance somewhere. That's the gist of the story so far. But in order for you to get into the gala, so that's where we're about to start now. You guys had to find a way to get into the gala, get invited. So you can't just walk in without anybody knowing who you are. So basically, his and his daughter's plan. So Eris, his daughter, helped you put together a way to join the Cloud City Grand Prix, which is their annual race that everybody likes to gamble on. And you guys ended up winning, kicking butt, because Dracon's an awesome pilot, I guess.
We didn't just win; we destroyed them.
That's right. That's right. I know they were like way behind you. The Hut team and like everybody else, they got way behind. So you guys win.
I'd like to take credit for shooting that giant gas-filled thing and blowing it up.
That's right.
Yes, that's right.
And don't forget some of the special pre-race tactics.
That's right.
We cut off a man's hand.
Oh yeah, so that's what I really want to talk about. Some stuff that so here's the thing: you guys found out in the course of trying to get into this race. Well, Aaron, Eris's father, the man who's hired you, he gave you he gave you access to his cloud car, which is basically just one of them red cars that the wing guard drives around everywhere. And he said, "Here's what you're going to use to race." So you guys decided you wanted to modify that a little bit. You had to get help from somebody, and luckily,
my old pal Greg, who I've done plenty of business with in the past.
That's right. Yep. And so he has this little used car salesman, whatever. He has his used car lot or whatever vehicle lot
or something.
Yeah. What was that? He jumped off. What?
He has a chop shop.
Oh, chop shop. Yes.
Yeah,
that's right. That's basically what it is. A chop shop. Yeah. So he likes to sell used stuff. Yeah, exactly. He likes to sell used stuff to people, and so he was willing to help you guys out as long as he was able to plaster your car with all of his advertisements, because he's crazy about putting advertisements everywhere.
It wasn't our car, so we didn't care.
Exactly. So somehow you still got to return that back to Aaron and see what he says about it. So you also added some armor plating. No, you took the armor plating off to make it faster, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, we went all speed.
Plating, yeah, you went, and then you added some boosters and some other system things that really helped you out. I think that's what put you ahead in the race. Without that, you would have been
speed and handling and.
Yep. And in the course of finding out who your competition was in the race, you found out there was a team that the Hut cartel was running, and you found out the main pilot was what was his name? He was a Rhodian. What was his name?
There it is.
I can only remember his co-pilot.
Carbine.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, Carbine the Rhodian was like, he was like, you know, he's a really rough guy, and
Guy's a
you
dick.
it's,
Glad he's
yeah, obviously somebody that suit knows, obviously, from the past. He knew that it was going to be pretty tough trying to go up against him because he's ruthless. So, what'd you guys end up doing to circumvent having to race him?
I was trying to break into their garage to destroy their car.
That's right.
But I did notice all these security bots they had all over the place, armed security droids.
Yep.
So we realized that wasn't going to fly, so I called down Dracon, we waited for the mechanic to come out. We killed him, cut off his hand, thinking maybe we could use the biometric security,
right?
and then dumped his body down a garbage chute.
And so you had a hand that you were gonna. So you had this hand you were gonna use to try to access their garage, but then you realized that's probably not a very good idea because there's too many droids in it.
Hand.
And all you're trying to do was sabotage their vehicle, as far as I could tell, right?
I wanted to blow the whole thing up and throw it over the side of the city.
Exactly. And so then Bert hears about all this and he says, "What should we do with this hand?"
I wanted to slap people with it. I just thought.
But what didn't Bert come up with the idea of what you should do with it?
Bert had a pretty
came up
clever
with the
plan.
idea of sending it to the huts with a message.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, in the droid, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we
via droid, via courier.
Yep. So that they didn't know who sent it, and it was some kind of note. I don't remember what it was. I wish we would have had it
We like
recorded.
disguised R3-8C, right?
Don't
Yeah,
fuck
you
with.
guys. Right. Yeah. Oh no, I think
You
you.
blamed it on Carbine, saying that
Right,
something about the mechanic.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You killed the mechanic, and yeah. So yeah, you guys dressed up R3 with because he's yellow, but you painted him a different color so that he wouldn't be recognized as your droid.
Mm-hmm.
And so the hand was the mechanic and the hand and all that stuff was blamed on. You somehow framed Carbine, and so you found out the day of the race that a different pilot was going to be racing you instead of Carbine. So you don't know what happened to him. Obviously, he's not there anymore. He could be dead. He could have been who knows what.
I mean, I hope he's dead. I hope he's in pieces.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what Caltho the Hutt did to him. You do know that Caltho the Hutt is one of the bidders for the gym, so he's in town, or he's in town for the auction. You also, you guys had to find out who the bidders were as well. So you went up to like the more fancy levels of the city, right? And you talked to some kind of InfoChant guy, right?
Yeah, we traded info.
He was asking you if you guys had information about the lieutenant of the Black Sun Syndicate in this area.
He just wanted to know what info we had, so we gave him some Black Sun.
Right, that's right. Actually, well, Bert kind of threw some glitter on it and made it sparkle a little bit, I think, with all of his smooth talking.
I think Grixel was a little confused, but he cooked up a name, and the name seemed to stick.
And it ended up working
out enough to get this guy's
so he
attention.
gave you and so he gave you dossiers on all 7 bidders. You found out there's Caltho the Hutt, who's like a big crime boss from where is he from? He's from that one moon. I can't remember the name of it. It's a crazy crime moon.
It's called St. Louis Blues Suck, I think is the name of the moon.
Right. Yeah. You also found there was a bidder named Shreya Ordasa. Shreya Ordasa, she's like some kind of scholar from some university. Then there's this some executive guy, Chagrian dude with blue skin and horns out of his head. His name's Mil Makir. There's also a Twi'lek gentleman named Paz Padura, who's part of the bidding group. And then there's there's Zekra Fol. She's also a bidder from a mining company. And an old lady named Eliza. And then Vorse Tabarith, who is the crime boss of Cloud City, the kingpin of Cloud City, mob boss, who happens to be Eris's husband. So she has an in on that stuff too. So she has a lot of information about what's going to happen in this gala. So now that you've won this Grand Prix, you've been given an invitation to the gala, of course, and I believe when you guys landed at the end of the race, you saw the what's the guy's name who always thinks he's going to win but never does? I forgot his name. But,
Greg Norman.
Greg Norman. Sure, that's his name. And so Bert saw him, and he found out that Bert found out that the winners of the race can bring some of their crew with them, and so he invited this loser dude to come with them.
Oh, is it Terran Razor? Is that the one?
Terran Razor, yeah. That's his name. Yeah, you're using him as for your own purposes, I'm guessing. So
might be our scapegoat, Patsy.
Right. He's just happy to be going into the gala because he's never been able to go in there before because
gala.
So Eris, if you remember, Eris has told you that there's this whole procedure with this gala. And first of all, this gala happens every year, regardless of whether there's this auction going on. This is a one-time auction. So basically, Marcus Grayson decided this would be a perfect opportunity to have an auction in the middle of this big famous gala that they have every year. It's basically a celebration of Ecclesias Fig, who's the architect of Cloud City, who I guess put it together hundreds of years ago. So every year in this fancy museum that's dedicated to him, they have this gala just to celebrate his founding of the Cloud City colony. And so Marcus Grayson's like, let's just tack on this auction for the jewel on top of this gala just to make it that much more exciting. Because when bidders are surrounded by a bunch of excitement, they're
drunk people.
And drunk people, yeah, they're probably going to tend to be a little looser with their bids. So that's kind of the idea, I think. And this is what Eris is telling you guys about this whole thing. And I guess she's found out that the procedure from the auction, the people in charge of the auction, since her husband is in the auction, she knows all this information. We forgot to say also that Eris is kind of like working with you guys against her father because she wants to go off and do her own thing at some point, right? She's tired of being told what to do by her father and by her husband, and she just got married to her husband because of his wealth. What's that?
What?
What'd you say? What?
Where am I?
You got a Fred and I got a Tiffany.
Oh, hey! Oh, wow! Wow, we have some guests. Welcome.
Well,
This is much scarier.
Oh, that poor dog had to go through tonight. He's probably in shell shock right now.
There's no one more excited about the Blackhawks losing than this guy right here.
Oh my God! He's probably scared.
He is so happy to be alive.
Were you screaming were you scaring the crap out of him, man? Because that's not nice.
This is tough. This is a tough time of year for him. So he's a first round exit. Is right up the alley.
Oh, poor guy.
He looks like an abused wife right now. He's like, I'm so happy with my husband. Please don't hit me again.
No, don't be mean to him. That's not nice.
I wasn't being mean. He's thrilled.
That's for Jason.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
What was that? Did you give me the bird? What was that?
the way it goes.
Okay.
It's true.
All right, so last 5 minutes here. I want to wrap it up because those Texans in Houston are really tired.
Yep.
Yeah, so can you tell? Okay, so she has the procedure, and just to recap, and I'll tell you again in the next session, but just so that you can get it in your head how it's going to work. So the auction's going to start in the evening, around, I don't know, 6 or 7 p.m. They're anticipating it'll probably last about 5 hours, hopefully less. But regardless, the museum will close at midnight, so the gala should be over well before then, as well as whoever the winning bidder is. There's 7 bidders, so what happens is a bid droid, a droid that's in charge of the bidding, will go out to each bidder during each round of bidding. He'll tell the bidders what the high bid is, but he won't, he obviously won't say who the high bidder is. He's just going to say the high bid is XYZ, and then each person will have to decide, are they going to stick in it and raise the bid they've already put in, or actually they'd have to raise the bid above what the high bid is, right, in order to stay in. Otherwise, they drop out. So that's what's going to happen, and Eris tells you that it's going to be between these times when the next round of bidding happens, is that you're going to need to talk to these people and try to manipulate them to make their bids higher. Obviously, the way you're going to need to do that, she said, is look through your dossiers again to get more information about these people so that you understand what you need to work on them to get them to feel like they should be paying more than they would have otherwise. And then after that, the auction will be over. There'll be a final bidder who wins. The place will clear out, and then it'll be your job to hack into the bank and transfer those funds to Aaron's account. Yeah, and after that, then you guys got to decide how you're going to steal that gem. So that's where we're at right now. And you guys just talked about your upgrades, your level ups. Yep. So
I'm probably going to hide in the museum until it closes. Sneak back in, steal it, and go down the garbage chute.
I like that. And didn't you say something about this Terran Razor guy that you're going to use to distract? Or I don't remember what you're at. What's your idea?
Get in a fight and get the guards out of the room. So,
right.
So Ricky can get to the closet. Go
right,
back
like a drunk
where he belongs.
Oh. Put who where what belongs?
Yeah, 'cause I just won this race, so I'm just going to be doing a lot of blow and hookers in the corner and just start fights to distract them while he does his thing.
Everyone's going to want to talk to Dracon.
Yeah, that's true. And he's not going to have much to say except blah, 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 blah.
I like punching.
And then the Gand is he's going to go.
Going to be clicking and breathing.
Yellow snail.
And then for some weird reason, Bert Bothan is wearing a disguise that makes him look like a human, and I don't know how that works, but maybe it's some kind. Maybe it's like
5 chicks for some reason.
I don't know. Yeah. I need to make a decision on the costume.
Yes, you do.
I haven't decided. I think Bert's gonna have multiple costume changes. We're talking
wow! I like this.
Lady Gaga level costume changes.
Oh my God, I like it already. Okay, so that's good. He already has some plans about what he's going to be doing. That's good because this is going to be Bert's show, basically.
Did you ever see Mrs. Doubtfire?
What?
It's going to be the last 30 minutes of Mrs. Doubtfire in this motherfucker.
Oh, right, yeah.
So he's going to be in and out of the bathroom a lot.
A lot of trips to the bathroom.
And a lot of scotch.
And you might need some of these guys for intimidation factor too, though, right? Intimidation factor is a good thing. So I'm just trying to figure out how that human mask fits over a capybara face, but I think maybe it's like one of those things in the first what was that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he goes to Mars, where he has that human face. Yeah, Total Recall. Sorry, yeah, the original Total Recall where it like separates and then like falls down. I'm guessing it's something like that.
Yeah,
or maybe it's a hologram.
An open mind and not be such a racist.
Whoa! What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Okay. So
Bothans
think about
people. Is that?
Clearly not.
No. Guess not. Jeez. No, I'm just saying. You have a human mask. That's what you got this disguise, and I asked you what it was, and you said it was a human mask. So I was
Well,
trying
just
to
be glad it's not a human skin mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how he got the human mask, was tearing off somebody's face.
Oh man, scary. Okay.
Or
So you guys got the gist of what's coming up. Look over the dossiers again. Bert, figure out what costume changes you're going to need. Figure out how you're going to use this Terran Razor guy. The more scary-looking dudes are going to have to somehow figure out how to contribute to Bert's escapades. Maybe he can disguise you guys too. I don't know. Maybe you could use your droid in some way. These are all, these are suggestions that are just being thrown out during
I'm a celebrity now. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, so that's all the stuff that Eris is telling you. So you're telling her, I'm a celebrity, I don't need to do that. Okay, that's fine. That's true, you need it because you probably need to keep your, she's telling you that you need to keep your, your ruse of who you are going. Because, you're not
Dracon can threaten the old lady Eliza into bidding a lot of money.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe. Good. That would be cool. Okay.
Punch him in the
All right, so that's the end of this session, I think, because we're at our limit for Houston to be awake still, I think. So let's
Essentially, all our characters are gonna go get dressed up and ready and prettied up. So next time we're ready to go for the gala.
And I'll just try to reduce the methane smell. I'll try to make it less ammonia smell, just less intense.
No, make it more.
More intense to scare people off. Yeah. So this is that time period. This is that time period between the end of the race and the beginning of the gala. You have a couple hours to make your final preparations, whatever those are. So figure out what those are. We could discuss them at the beginning of the next session. And get your have your clothes clean, take a shower or whatever those things are called. Not a shower. What they call them, refreshers.
I shove a rope down my pants. So.
Another diversion.
Forgot about that.
Oh, all right. Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Well, that's it then. That's the end of the session. I'll talk to you guys next week.
Yep.
All right.
See you next week.
Sounds good.
Next week.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
All right, good evening.
St. Louis.
See you later. St. Louis. Ah!
Cool.
Later.
Latest.
All right. Latest.